I feel like I have had a nightmare about that.
About podcasts?
Yeah, about like one of our things was a card corrupting. Oh my God.
Card corrupting's the worst.
Card corrupting, even not for podcasts, even just for like if I'm just taking photos just on my camera or something like that, or even just filming for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is just like, because you can do everything right and then the card can be like, no, not today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that where you recorded a scene and then afterwards you're like, oh my God.
No, actually. But
how have you been this lucky? What the fuck?
Is this all going into it?
Yep, we're starting.
Little story.
By the way, anything you don't want in, we'll just cut out later, so it's all good.
I was shooting a pee video actually.
Hello.
Pee is in like piss?
Yeah, I was pissing and I was pissing onto my phone.
I still haven't done that yet.
And the pee stopped the recording. Because like it hit it.
That's the money shot too.
Your pee block, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Pee block?
Pee block, cock block, but pee. But honestly, have you had that whenever like you get water on your phone and it just like goes into a bunch of things and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
have you seen the reel and it's like the guy flicks water and it's like it sends to friends, I'm gay or something. And I was like, that's actually so true. I've had that happen to me many times. Not I don't know if it's been water, but I've had that happen to me where like it's gone to like message people that I don't talk to or send things to someone that like I hate, and I'm just like, oh no.
Do you know what? That's such a good save. If I ever send something to someone that I didn't mean to, I'm just going to send them the reel of that happening and be like, it was water.
Sorry, it was the shower.
I tried peeing on my camera for OnlyFans. It's just that. I'm so sorry. So did you get another pee shot? Or
I just kind of like had to like quickly like click it again.
Okay. Fair.
And then did you have any pee left?
Yeah, I was already busting.
Like, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, like you'd have to go.
That was the first thing I was thinking of. I was like, you've just wasted this very good piss.
Yeah.
But you can't have pee on OnlyFans, right? Was this just for like a...
This was back in the day, but also I think I posted on many vids as well.
Okay. And many vids is like the pre-OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Around
came
for
out
ages,
before OnlyFans,
many vids.
right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, many vids is like from, I think it's Canadian based.
Yeah, I heard from a friend that it was a long time ago, yeah.
No, you go.
I'm just joking.
But how long have you been on Manny Vids without telling me?
I've never been on any. I promise. No, I peed on my phone and it just went into it one time. That's what happened.
And that's how I know that Manny Vids exists.
Yeah, that's how it all started.
Yeah, OnlyFans is a bit weird with the... I feel like every day there's some new thing that they're banning on there.
You used to be able to get away with a lot. I used to post like period content.
Well, I don't even think... I think when I first made an OnlyFans, I think they didn't even... There wasn't even like ID checks or anything. No, it was just it was like Instagram. You just like make an account. Yeah, you had an email and that was it.
Just jumped on, did whatever you want.
Yeah.
I know.
But I think eventually they had to make you do a verification thing. They did that. Like
and then they just and then they just.
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
Why is peeing so bad? Like, why is that one of the first?
I feel like OnlyFans is really kink shaming. Yeah. To be honest,
it's just weird that it's like, okay, you can go on camera, take your clothes off, fuck someone, but how don't you pee?
Don't
like
pee.
that's
and how dare you
stupid
finger bash yourself with a cucumber?
Or no food.
No fruit play.
Yeah, nothing.
No veg play. No fisting.
What if
not allowed to chuck your fist up there, even if it feels good?
What if you make a video where like the entry scene is like you're eating a pasta and then someone comes in and fucks you? Is that count as food? Or is it
the food's not fucking you, yeah.
Okay. So food's allowed just as long as it's not inside of you.
Yes, that's exactly right. So you can be eating the cucumber,
but
you
then
just
it's
can't...
inside of you, motherfucker.
Well, it just can't go in. Wrong hole.
You need to write them an email.
Yeah.
Give them that logic.
Exactly, yeah. This is fucked up. All right, so you're allowed to eat food. Food can't go inside you. Are there any other restrictions with OnlyFans that I should know about?
Oh, yeah, there's heaps. Okay. No public stuff.
Yeah, well, you can't have people in the background when you're naked. I think I've gotten away with stuff where I've had clothes on and there's someone in the background.
Okay.
But naked.
Like as in,
like public type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Like I took a photo on a balcony and there was people down below and you could see my pussy in it. And then, it got taken down.
Good or bad? Oh,
got taken down, yeah.
Damn.
I was not even facing the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
just OnlyFans.
It's probably just AI. There's like people in the background, pussy, see you bye.
Yeah. Okay. They got some good technology these days.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Kat, what have you been up to?
I have a fun milestone that I reached this week at work, actually.
Okay.
I don't know if I feel like you've probably maybe had this experience as well. So I took my first client virginity this week.
Oh, congratulations.
You know what? I feel like I posted it on Twitter. I was like, reached a milestone, took my first client virginity. And every single girl I knew was like, I do this like all the time.
Yeah.
How is this your first?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know. Why am I missing out? Like, why don't the virgins like me?
I've got a theory. Okay, how many virginities do you think you've taken?
Oh, I don't know, like 15.
Oh my
what?
God.
Yeah. I have a theory. Yeah. Why do you think Kat hasn't? This is her first one. Because I think I know why.
I don't
What?
know, maybe a little bit intimidating.
Yeah,
A bit glam.
you seem like a bad bitch.
Yeah. I look
Okay,
good
I'll take
next
it as a
door.
compliment.
It is a compliment, but as in like
It's
there's
just a different brand.
yeah. If
different-
you're a virgin, right?
Yeah.
There's two types of girls. There's like the girl that seems very like soft and sweet and like comfortable, and then there's the girl that yells at you because you haven't set up the equipment
Yeah.
right.
Evie's soft and sweet and comfortable, and
Yeah,
I'm a
and you're
scary
bad
demon
bitch.
lady.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm still.
He probably listened to the podcast and was like, absolutely fucking not.
I'm still a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Every single time we get a guest on, Mark somehow manages to weave into the conversation about how scary I am behind the scenes.
She is. It is true. We all know it.
I have witnesses now to witness the abuse that I experience.
This is really just my therapy session. So okay, you got your first client virginity. How did it feel?
I mean, I don't like.
Yeah, what was it like?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I
How
feel.
how old were they?
He was like 18 or 19.
Oh, see, I've done old ones.
Oh, really? I feel like they'd be more
Yeah.
fun.
How old are we talking?
He was 35. I think it's the oldest one
Wow.
I've... Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
proper. Okay, I guess the
I feel like that would be more fun, like 40-year-old virgin
Yeah,
styles.
18-year-olds
That
are
is-
just awkward and like cute.
Well, so he was a bit awkward, and he
Yeah,
was
they're
very
awkward.
like had a checklist of positions that he wanted to do, which I was
yeah.
surprised that he lasted so long. But he must just wank a lot. That's what I put that down to. Is he
I think
must
they
just be wanking?
Don't know
heaps.
what they don't know how to
And
feel for the.
He seemed to be
orgasm.
like, I don't know. It was just like he didn't seem as he was a bit kind of like, he just came and he's like, yeah, I want to do X, Y, Z, and
Yeah.
flip around. And I was a bit like, don't
I
just
feel like-
take the time to
Yeah.
enjoy it. Like,
That's where you
I
come
feel
in
like
when
he
you teach
didn't
them.
really. I feel like he wasn't really like living in the moment. He was more just like, yeah, I
Yeah.
want to do doggy now. Now I want to do this. He was like, I mean, he was excited, but it was a bit like, how about you just concentrate on this, just feeling good and
Yeah.
being a
Yeah.
big moment. And he was just like, no, I want to do this one now. And I was like,
Because you're watching a lot
okay.
of porn.
yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
there was that. And then he was a bit like, and then at the end he was like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, that was fun. And I was like, well, I mean, I hope so.
He's got nothing to compare it to. So.
Yeah, I know. So like, I don't know. It was just a bit of very weird.
Yeah, but he has nothing to compare it to, so
Yeah.
you're good.
How are your experiences? Are they similar to this, or what have you?
Yeah, they're
noticed?
kind of awkward. Sometimes they will last a long time, or sometimes they come very fast.
Okay.
But the 35-year-old was his therapist told him to come see an escort.
His therapist told him.
Yeah, he was just like, I guess he'd left it for so long. He was so anxious about it, and
Yeah, you'd need a professional in those
yeah,
circumstances.
He was like shaking with anxiety. He was
Yeah.
proper.
Wow.
like-
Because we deal with the guys that
Yeah.
normal girls wouldn't deal
Yeah,
with.
yeah. They don't have the social skills.
That
or-
sounds so terrible, me saying it, but it is true. Like, there are a lot of people that, would definitely struggle to probably get a girl to sleep with them. And then
Yeah.
let's just say they do. If they then start being super nervous, then the girl might then have second thoughts and be like, actually, I
You need a bit of game.
think my friend is waiting for me.
Damn.
I've never actually had to do that. I don't think I've ever had to like leave, like not a client. So this is just in my personal life. I don't think I've ever like gone to go home with someone and then be like, actually, not vibing this guy, I need to leave. Have you? Oh my God, the way you're looking at me, I feel like you've done this to a girl.
No, well, yeah, I have. But
Have you
also,
had a girl do it to you where she's come
No,
over
I've
and then
had
be like,
so
hey,
many
I need to go
students-
feed my cat.
Yeah, I've had so many students where they're telling me, like, so I went on this date, she ended up back at my house, but then all of a sudden, like, her friend called her and said she needed to, like, someone to take her to the hospital and blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, bro, that could be true, but
Oh
I
no,
have
it's
a
never
feeling.
true. On behalf of
I
all
have
girls,
a
that's
feeling.
never true.
Yeah.
That's so awkward.
Yeah, but I've had this before. I think I've told this story. One that is in my mind. It was at this girl's place, and her dog was like the most annoying fucking shit you've ever seen in my life. And then halfway during sex, it just stunk. I look over, the dog shit all over the floor. I'm like, listen, I can't do this anymore. I need to get the fuck out.
Didn't you have another one where you were allergic to cats and she had like a million cats?
Oh,
Did you
no.
leave at that one,
so
or did
I
you
didn't
stay?
know I was allergic to cats.
Oh.
But this girl was
Was she
kinda
worth
hot.
it?
Yeah. So I'm playing with this cat. Like, I love animals, and I've never had an allergy before.
Dog girl wasn't worth it, but cat girl.
Cat
was.
girl was, yeah. And
It's funny what men will do
My
with girls
face.
are really hot.
my face was like literally, if you look up like allergic reaction on Google and it's like the face is all swollen. That was me.
And then she was like, babe, what's wrong? And you were like, no, nothing. Shh.
No,
Let's keep
legit.
going.
I just stopped, get any histamines, and then I was like, all right.
And then you kept going.
No, I said, I need a break. Come back to my place. So we drove back to mine. Anyway,
Well, you're lucky that she went with you.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh,
she was cool.
sweetie.
Have you ever had a situation you had to like bail on?
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever been bailed on?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, have I ever been bailed on?
Yeah.
I feel like guys, I don't think that's something a guy would
I
ever
doubt
do. It would,
either of you two guys
I
have
have
ever
done
been
it.
bailed on.
yeah.
Just
I feel
quietly.
like it would be
I've
like,
bailed on people
I feel like
on
I could
Tinder
probably
dates.
shit myself on a date and a guy would probably still be like, you know, I
You'd be
mean,
like, this is hot.
you know,
Yeah, I
if you
like
just
shit.
was-
Yeah, this is kind of what I'm after.
I feel like guys just don't care.
Probably.
Any hole's a goal.
Yeah, it's so true.
So you said you ditched a Tinder date? Is that?
Yeah, well, I was just on a date with him for drinks, and then he was so boring. I think
Yeah.
I had one drink with him, and I was just like,
Not feeling it?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I've been on, I think I've only ever been on like 8 maybe Tinder dates in like my whole life. And I think most of them I left early. Like not early, but like, you know, as in, exactly what you said. Like, you know, I stayed for like a drink or two, but like
just
that
not
it kind of just rushed it. Like, you know, after like a couple hours, I was like, okay, good meeting you. And yeah.
Do you have an excuse? Do you have like a go-to excuse, or you just like, all right? that
No,
was-
like I'm just like, yeah, I'm
See you later.
tired. Yeah,
I
going
told
home.
this guy I was an escort, and I told him I had to go to a booking.
No. Did he? Okay, yeah. Walk me through this. So, number one, was that true? Did you have a booking to go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
No.
And how did he react?
He was so sweet. Like, he was just a boring dude. So he
Okay.
was just like, he wasn't like gonna fight it. He was like, okay, push
Damn.
over.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was he at least like shocked, or he was just like,
No, he was
okay,
just very accepting. He was
that's
okay.
wild.
Okay.
That's cool of you to just be upfront. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is me. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
I'm
See you
really
later.
bad at lying, so I just like to tell the truth.
Yeah,
And I
that's
probably had a booking maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so I was just like,
But it was convenient.
Go home in case.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, Mark and I
That-
actually met from one of my Tinder dates.
Oh, we
It wasn't with Mark. It was with Mark's friend. He was our Tinder. He was
That's
like
true.
one of the handful of Tinder dates
that you
that I
didn't
went
leave
on.
early. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I didn't leave early because he's good chat. Like he's
He
like
is.
good chat.
He
so
can chat,
we
yeah.
had like it wasn't like it was like agonizing like hang out with
Nah,
him like
he's a
because
cool
we're
dude.
obviously friends now. So it was good chat, but I didn't go back home with him even
you
though
didn't?
No, not that night.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
wasn't
that.
until months later that we had sex.
Ah, okay.
Even though he very strategically picked a bar that was right below his
Of course
house.
you did, yeah.
Oh.
Which I didn't
Smart
know it at
man.
the time.
Smart
Yeah.
man,
It
yeah.
was- yeah, it was like the bar was like right downstairs.
Make it easy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Which I didn't know. He did invite me up, so he did
Of
want to
course he
smash.
did, yeah. I'm not surprised. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
And then I was just like, no, I mean, I was a good girl back then. Don't forget.
Okay,
I was like,
that's true.
I don't sleep on the first date girl back then. Were you ever one of those?
I usually always sleep with a guy. If I'm going on a date with him, I'm probably going to sleep with him. But the way,
So no.
but the way I met my recent boyfriend, I was like, I'm not going to sleep with him. I'm going to do it the right way. And it worked out. I was like, it made it I had to go see him again.
Okay, how long did you wait? Was it like second date?
That I slept with him.
Yeah.
I probably should talk about this. He's gonna be embarrassed. He's gonna listen to this.
Okay.
But he couldn't get it up on the second date.
Well, was he? No. In his defense, was he like drunk or something?
He's just very shy, and he'd already knew what I did for work and stuff. So he
Oh.
was like
The
the
pressure.
was on
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He tells everyone about this, so I
Yeah.
don't think it's a big secret. But he's an open person, just
Yeah.
like me. But he was just so anxious and nervous.
Yeah.
That happens.
Pressure was on, yeah.
Especially, I think
When you're a
that's
professional as well, we're
Yeah, on the
professionals
second
at
date.
sex. You know?
especially
That's
especially
like a big thing to like live up to, you know?
Yeah.
and especially like you guys waited a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like, oh, we just like you're on second date. He's obviously into you, right? Like you guys are dating now. So obviously like he sees you a little bit differently than other girls. There's more pressure
Yeah.
there. And like this is your job. So yeah, I mean, of course, there's like so much
I was,
pressure.
I was
Yeah.
so patient, so
Yeah.
understanding, and he really appreciates it.
It was like being with a
obviously.
client, really. You've just got to be patient and understanding when their dick doesn't. Well,
Remembering
we
what I've done
have,
with
yeah,
clients.
you've trained for that moment,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
So I'm curious. Okay, so you've got, because I think I am on like your close friends and everything story. So I have been following this little
love
new
story.
relationship for like a little bit. So you're open about this boyfriend, obviously, since you just mentioned it on the show.
I guess so.
Because I was going to say, so my question was like, so I know a few sex workers that have boyfriends that hide it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'd be like you. I feel
about
like
him a lot
I feel
on
like
my
I wouldn't
story.
be able to hide it
Yeah.
either. I feel like if I was in a relationship, I feel like I'd probably lose all my business because I'd be the same. I feel like I'd post him everywhere. My Instagram would just be like a wedding book.
Yeah.
I
Like-
could 100% see that.
It would be like a little wedding book montage of our relationship.
How long have you guys been together?
Like 3 months.
Okay,
Oh no.
so-
we've known each other for 3 months. Been dating for 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does he feel about?
He's
Your
pretty.
job.
I've been very lucky. He actually looked me up before our first date and knew.
So
all
you went
about
in
me,
knowing.
But I didn't know that he knew.
Was he from Tinder?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was from Tinder.
Oh my god, a Tinder,
So
a Tinder
when
boyfie.
did Jesus? When did you find out that he knew beforehand,
I think
and when
on
did you
the
tell
end
him?
of the second date. So I on the first date, he didn't ask me at all about what I did for work.
And you didn't mention it, obviously.
And yeah, because I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to like scare this guy off.
Yeah, of
like
course.
I've been and done this so many times with guys.
Yeah.
And so it didn't come up, and I was like a little bit sus, thinking about it a lot. And then after the second date, we were just sitting together, and I was like, so you never asked me what I did for work? He's like, I already know.
Oh,
And yeah,
okay.
he's like, I just wanted to let you tell me in your own time,
That's
in
awesome.
your own way. Yeah, so he's really cool, very supportive.
Awesome.
Yeah, and his friends have been pretty cool as well. So
Did
yeah.
you feel like a sense of relief when he said, "I already know"?
Yeah. But then I was like, oh God, what has he been looking at? Like, has he been looking at my Twitter, or like, how much has he seen? What does he know?
What would you be worried about him, like on the second date vibes, him seeing that?
Just I don't know, probably
Twitter.
Like, yeah, Twitter.
Twitter's
all
a pretty,
all all
pretty
piss
intense.
content and
Yeah.
stuff that I've done.
Yeah, I had a guy. So I had a guy that I was like seeing for a bit, and I was like, and then he ended up telling me that he subscribed to my OnlyFans, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
know
really?
that.
I was like, I mean, he already knew what I did, but I was like, you don't need to
Such
see
an invasion.
it. Like, you don't need to like see it like firsthand. But I ended up realizing. So like, anyway, so this guy, he found out that he was a cuck from like his short like little relationship with me, because after he watched my stuff on OnlyFans, because I was like, oh, like I was worried it was going to turn him off, because like nobody wants to see like their partner getting well, not nobody, but like I didn't know if he
people,
wanted to.
yeah.
And then he's like, you know what? It's actually turning me on. I guess I'm a cuck now. I was
Damn,
like,
okay,
okay,
so you
well,
liked
happy I could help.
Yeah, keep paying. Thank you. And so with your partner, what do you think makes him different with being okay with this? Like, has he had relationships that have been like relatively open before, or has he got
I don't know what it is about him. He has never dated a sex worker.
Okay.
He hasn't got any experience with it. He's never seen an escort before. He's been to
Okay.
like a sexy masseuse before.
Okay.
And it was like a very like wholesome, sexy experience. But that's like the extent of his experience.
Okay.
I think he just really got to know me and really liked me. And
Yeah.
I love how guys
And I
don't
was-
consider the happy ending massages to be.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. I'm so sorry.
Because Mark is like adamant on this. Like, yeah, I've never seen an escort before, but he's had a happy ending massages, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've had a
same
massage.
thing.
Yeah. It's not.
It is the same
Listen.
thing.
Totally not.
Sexual experience.
It's really not. Like, I guess it obviously it is. But like, I see it almost the way I hear some of you guys talk about like escorting, where it's like it's different. It's like work for you, right? Like it's just not a personal experience all the time, and it's just you what do you call it? You have a segment in your mind.
Compartmentalize.
Thank you. You have a segment in your mind where you're like, that's with me with the massage. Like it's still in that box of massage.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like
a dick.
it literally doesn't matter who that was touching
do you
my
think
dick.
we do?
It was just a massage in my mind. I was like, yeah, keep
Do you
going.
get
Like,
a massage as well as the happy ending, or is it just the penis?
no.
that's-
I didn't even want the happy ending. Like
It
I
just-
just
you
wanted
just
the
got a
massage. I didn't ask for it, and then she starts going for it. I was
Oh,
like,
bullshit!
fuck-
Oh,
Whatever.
I just waltzed into this massage place, and
I
I
s-
Didn't look
I
dodgy.
didn't order the happy ending. She just grabbed my cock.
I swear to God. Do you know what happened actually?
Fuck
No,
off.
do you know actually what happened?
You're such a liar.
Fuck you. I left my underwear on, okay?
Okay.
And the lady came in, off. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm so sorry. She's like yelling at me. I was like,
God.
it's a traumatic experience. I was like, okay, I'll take them
Because
off.
girls leave them on.
And yeah, she just went for it. I was like, fuck it, go. Yeah.
Was it like in hindsight? Was was this establishment from the outside? In hindsight, was it?
It was probably pretty dodgy.
So you walked
It was
into
probably-
this
but
brothel-looking
literally-
establishment.
We literally went to the
expecting
brothel
just-
for a massage. No, it wasn't a brothel, but we literally went there like Maybe actually, do you know what?
There was a bed and a pimp, and I didn't
thinking
put
back,
2 and 2 together.
Maybe my mate went there for alternative reasons, okay? But I thought we were going for
Was
massages.
it his idea? Like, hey, we should go for a
Yeah, he took us
massage.
there actually. No, but it was just where we were staying in our Airbnb. It was like the closest one.
So he
it
must have
wasn't-
obviously known and obviously
Well,
thought that
I
you
don't-
knew what
maybe,
was up.
but I don't know. But either way, listen, it was just a massage, okay?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
You know, sometimes I have
helps
clients
you sleep at
ask me
night.
for a massage at the end, and I'm like, no, what do I look like? A masseuse? Like,
Oh my god, I hate
Uh,
ask for a massage.
Yeah,
To be
so
honest, I do this
say-
in my private life. Like, if I have, I'll be like, do you know what? Like, my shoulders are a bit sore.
Yeah, but that's different, right? You know, I would say I have a lot of clients that want to give me a massage,
Yes.
which fine, you're
Love it.
absolutely welcome to give me a
Okay,
massage.
motherfuckers, question. How often does this happen?
Not often.
Oh, well,
enough.
so I don't
Okay.
have it in my service list as like I give massages.
No, but how often do they
receiving.
give you a massage?
Oh, yeah, no, not often. Like maybe, once.
The foot fetish guys give a good massage. Foot massage.
Oh,
really?
I could sign up for one of those. yeah.
I've never had a proper foot fetish guy. Like I've had guys that are like, oh, can I like, lick your feet and
That's a foot
put them
fetish.
in the yeah, but it's not like a foot job. I've never like had to give a
yeah,
foot
I
job,
have.
so I feel like it doesn't count unless I'm
You have?
giving you a foot job.
Are you good at it?
There's like a
I don't know, it's
technique to it where
hard.
you've got to like.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
do you know sometimes how you see people that have like feet like hands and like someone will drop on the floor and they'll like pick it up? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that person
No,
would be
my
good at
toes
giving a
are too
foot
small
job.
for that.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay, yeah.
But you know what? Canberra, where I'm going soon, Canberra has so many foot fetish guys.
Really?
Thing.
It is the capital
Yeah.
of foot fetishes, yeah.
It-
I'm joking, I'm
I
joking.
have no idea. Yeah, but I've talked to other escorts about it, and apparently there's like a lot of kinky guys in Canberra.
Ah, okay.
It must be just
There
really
you go.
cool there.
All
Like
right.
A lot of porn. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well,
yeah.
there's not much to do there, so you
Yeah,
may as well
they
have a
just work,
fetish.
Yeah.
In terms
Yeah.
of foot fetishes, besides giving a foot job, what else do they want you to do?
Like jizz on your feet. And
Okay.
Yeah. I laid down for like a half an hour booking once, and he came on my feet 3 times.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You just laid there.
Yeah.
How good.
It was easy. I almost fell asleep. But
Yeah.
Oh my
It was- yeah.
god.
Did you get a
wants to do
foot
his
massage
thing.
at the end of that or?
No, I don't even
Damn,
remember. But
disappointing,
it was in
yeah.
Canberra.
Okay, there you go. Place to go.
Yeah.
You can do your first foot job over there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Do a
you
foot
get
tour.
them.
You should
what?
a foot tour.
foot tour.
You should market it.
You know, I wonder
Just have a
if
picture
there-
of your foot and
I wonder
say
if it would
tour
be
coming.
possible for a hooker to like just be a foot job provider.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there are
If
some
they
that
don't
are
have
like,
sex.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Because I know there are girls that do specialize in like massage, but I feel
Yeah.
like they would still smash.
I
Like,
knew an escort who was just a cuddler. She just
I've
marketed
heard of
herself
that.
as she did cuddling.
but
This was
she wouldn't
years
have made
ago.
as much, right?
I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I saw a
Yeah.
documentary on that
She was
like
good at marketing
years ago.
herself, though.
Yeah,
They-
you know,
they did
everything's
that.
all
Just
marketing,
cuddle.
right?
Yeah.
Because like I had a friend that was doing sugar babying, but like she didn't fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she
That's a good
made
way.
that,
Dates,
yeah,
yeah.
but she made it quite, well, she managed to obviously do it in a way. And she was actually making
Good money.
not too bad money just from just the dates.
Yeah, she must
That
have
was
a really
it.
good personality.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like-
she's a friend.
does.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a,
I think, are we speaking of the same person?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
she's
does.
she's hot. Like, so
Yeah,
having
okay.
her on your arm, like when you're going out,
Yeah.
would be like,
And she's also like very sophisticated, right? I think there's a lot of
Okay.
guys that are looking for a sugar baby that isn't just like some young girl that they can't really chat to. She's very like sophisticated. Yeah, I think
That's cool.
She did well.
yeah, but anyway, yeah. So she did well on that, and she didn't even make out, like no hand holding.
Wow.
It was literally just like a mate sitting next to you.
Must
Yeah.
be really hot. Yeah.
I reckon I could be a cuddling escort. I reckon I
So
could do it. I'm a
I
good
have,
cuddler.
so I've
You're
got
a
a guy.
I'm a good cuddler.
So I've
you
got
guys, okay, stop. Both of you guys look so fucking skeptical just then. Okay, I said I could be a cuddling escort. You changed the subject and you barely know. Fuck you guys, right? Listen, I am a good cuddler. Okay,
But are you? But it's not about.
am I
if
not?
you're
Am I not
good.
pudgy enough? Is that the problem?
No, it's not about
Yeah.
how hot you are
bony.
or how skilled you are. It's
Right.
just about the fact that girls don't need
Right.
to pay for cuddles. Evie and I could stand on the side of the street right now saying, we want cuddles, and it would be, guys would be fighting each other to get to cuddle us probably. If we were
Wow.
like, hey, free cuddles right here.
So my cuddles aren't good enough.
Come on, let's go.
Fair enough. That's
Do a
true.
little social experiment and you come out as well.
Yeah, I should get people to rate my cuddles. Yeah.
Well, so I had,
Yeah.
this. I
We
wasn't
should do
trying to
this.
change the subject. This is anecdotal. I had a friend,
Whatever.
a male friend, same thing. I mean, good at cuddles, good looking, same thing. And he was like, yeah, I think I'm going to make a Scarlet Blue page and become an escort, but like not for sex. And I was like, oh, good luck for that.
Yeah, it is
And
tough.
it didn't as you can imagine, it didn't really pan out because not many girls are paying for guys, and the ones that do, you definitely want sex.
Yeah.
To be fair,
At the least.
do you remember Timo that we had on there, tantric guy?
Oh, yeah.
So one of my buddies does. He does like escorting, but it's like for
I think
tantra,
that was
and so some of it is like non.
You get trained
Yeah.
in that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's been doing it for a while, but some of those sessions are just like a tantric massage or like more like cuddling or something along those lines. But yeah, it's tough out there trying to be a male escort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're charging like 10% of what like girls are charging pretty
I don't
much.
know. I've seen some Sydney guys. I was looking through Scarlet Blue for Sydney, looking for a guy to work with, and there's guys charging $600 or $700 an hour over here.
I don't know how they do that though. So from what I've gathered is like some of these guys will they kind of land a few whale clients, and then I'm assuming they must up their
Well,
rate
in terms
for
of
new,
money, by the way.
Sorry, whale in terms of like whale money.
People are listening to this like, wow, Kat is so harsh.
No, I'm not fat phobic, guys.
What did she just say?
No, whale.
Okay.
So a whale is
Lot of
what you
money.
call like a client that pays you heaps. So from what I've heard from the Sydney escorts is like after you've been doing it for a while, usually, so girls are like much more loyal, as you can probably expect, than guys. Like they want less variety. Usually girls are like, I will see this guy and I want to see him often, and he's kind of like my ad hoc boyfriend, husband kind of thing. So they get girls that want to see them very frequently, as you can imagine. Like girls get a bit needy sometimes. So usually they land like a few of those, and then I'm assuming they then put their rates up like significantly for like new people, and then they just have their like 5 girlfriends that they kind of cycle through that keeps up their. That will book them for like, weekends and nights and things, because you know how clingy girls are. I mean, I would probably do that too. If I had a male escort that I like really liked, I'd probably book him for like the whole week and just be like, you're not leaving.
Yeah, that's true.
You're my boyfriend now.
Expensive.
Yeah, I wonder how.
I had a client do that to me once. He just really liked me. He was like, I'm just going to keep you here for the whole week. And then we ended up, it worked. I had Stockholm syndrome and we ended up dating. So
a bit of a relationship with him.
it worked. He trapped me in his house for like a week. I mean, paid, of course. Paid entrapment.
A week-long booking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even.
Well, so it wasn't. It didn't start as a week. It started as 6 hours, and then he just didn't want me to leave, so he just kept extending. And I was having a fine time, and I was getting paid handsomely for it. And then he ended up telling me later, he's like, "Yeah, I really liked you, so I just didn't want you to leave." And then I think he just waited until I fell for him, and then he's like, "Okay, can go now." When he was like sure that there was some feels there.
It's the most expensive relationship start ever.
Yeah, and we only dated for like 3 months too.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think who this was, but
He went to prison.
What?
Oh yes, okay, I know exactly. This is.
He's out now. I was meant to go visit him actually, very recently.
In jail.
He's out.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in jail. He's out now. He's got an ankle bracelet on.
in
Though.
jail.
No.
Sexy.
Oh.
He's out now. He only just recently got out. Yeah.
Can you say what he went in for?
No, because I don't think he's been.
I was trying to think of a
I don't
funny
think he's
crime,
been
and I couldn't
actually
think
like
of one, so don't look at me.
charged properly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, who knows?
Everything's still accusatory. I think.
Alleged.
Yeah, you're alleged
Allegedly.
ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
Everything's
exactly.
all alleged. So yeah.
Crazy.
He was in there he was falsely accused.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure, yeah, like they all are. So have you ever had boyfriends that went to prison?
Yes.
That was a joke.
Pretty
All right,
much every
tell
single
us.
guy that I've dated has either been to juvie or in prison.
You guys are fucking wild. All right, so
Not that bad.
Well,
Come on.
judgment. Okay.
so what did your ex go into prison for? You don't have to say, by
I'm
the way.
pretty sure drugs.
Okay.
And
That's a fun
the
imprisonment.
second time I think might have been to do with stealing cars.
Oh, okay. That's okay. This is badass.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
we approve. Yep.
Yeah.
cool.
I do love a bad boy. Like I feel like if I was gonna have boyfriend applications, like criminal record would probably be like one of the points.
It'd be like criminal record, old, rich. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
What's your type? What's your boyfriend like? If you don't mind sharing, if you.
I like a guy in construction.
Does this describe him before we start going into your ideal type?
Yeah.
I hope that resonates with him a little bit.
We asked, she's like, no, he's an accountant.
Yeah, and he's actually the opposite. Like,
so like a tradie type vibe.
everything is. She
Yeah, I
said.
have a pattern. He has lots of tattoos.
Okay.
He's got blue eyes. I love blue eyes.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And I love tattoos. And
yes,
in
plus.
construction. Yeah.
All right, sounds like a good-looking dude.
See, it sounds like he ticks all of the boxes.
Yeah. Nice.
But then I like a white collar dude as well. So he actually works in the management side of construction now.
He's ticking literally every box.
Works his way up. Yeah. So he works a little bit on the tools, a little bit in the office.
Okay. Best of
Wears
both
work
worlds.
boots. That's what I'm happy with.
All right, perfect. And how did you guys meet? Was it
On Tinder.
On Tinder.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Awesome. Was it? I mean, oh, man, how do I ask this? It's a tough life as an escort on Tinder,
Yeah.
right? Like, how many dates did you go on where you had guys that found out and they
That's
were
so
like, no?
true. Is that
Well,
how
usually
you would
you already
normally
know.
date people?
Pardon?
Is that how you normally date people, like from Tinder?
Tinder, I just go when I'm horny and I just want to like hook, like a one
Okay,
night
yeah.
stand.
You just like have fun, yeah.
I don't really. I've been single for like 7 years, so I wasn't really.
I'm
into-
so
So
intrigued.
you weren't like looking for something, sorry.
I was just looking for a one night stand. So
Okay,
was
damn.
he.
I'm so intrigued
Yeah.
by hookers that are also on the dating apps. So
Yeah.
many are, and I mean, I'm not.
Because, yeah, you...
I feel like I have
I'm
so
so
much sex
sexual.
already, though.
How do you feel about...
I'm
Okay,
very
this...
sexual. I'm not a
Okay,
horny
maybe,
girl.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not sexual enough.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know.
But I feel like when you have a day of work,
Mm.
do you feel like, okay, my sexual needs have been met and I'm done?
No.
Or what do you feel? Yeah.
I need to go out. I need to go to the club, pick up.
And is that because like it's almost like foreplay? You've almost been teased a little bit and the sex wasn't maybe
No,
what
it's
exactly
like-
what you wanted? Or is it just like I'm horny all the fucking time?
It's like clients are not.
Nympho. Yeah.
No, they're not doing it for you maybe
clients are
sometimes.
choosing me, and then I like to go
Yeah.
out and,
And
choose
sometimes
somebody
clients
else.
aren't
Okay.
always
Different kind
good.
of sex.
I had like a very long dry run of like not, like it's not like it was bad sex. It just wasn't like kind of what I liked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I find that that's sort of when I get really horny is if I've had like a few clients that's like, oh, that just wasn't the kind of sex that I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
hits the
right.
spot
It's
for
different
me.
chemistry. Like there's no chemistry or it's
Yeah.
just, it's just different because it feels like work and you're performing.
Yeah.
But then in my personal life, it's like I really want this guy. Like I'm really attracted to him. There's
Yeah.
chemistry there, so it's like a
And is
different
it
kind of sex.
Like a chase a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
And also my clients aren't my type.
Okay, that's fair. And is it more than that, or is it also the style of sex? Like, do you feel like you mentioned?
Yeah, it's not so like hot and sweaty and heated when it's with the client. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients are my type, that gets me every time.
Yeah.
That's-
yeah
It's just
that's good
rich.
too.
I only have one type and it's
I
rich.
like really young guys. So.
They don't have to be young.
Oh,
I'm
you like
happy,
young guys.
I'm happy
okay.
with them being very, so they wouldn't be able to afford you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They save up their McDonald's paycheck.
Yeah. So, no, mine just
hilarious.
need to be rich.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Tick
the
the box.
only
Yeah.
box, the most important box.
Do you know what I was thinking? Is like, I wish I was. It's good to be born that way, where your type is what you see a lot of, for example, right? So for you see a lot of clients that are rich, and it's like that's so amazing that that's your type. Like
yeah.
I had a client that I was coaching that liked like bigger girls. He's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's awesome for you, man. Like you can just go to the club. And it's a lot easier to meet these women. They're usually like more friendly, more receptive, more open. If you have a type that is like
Playboy
super hot,
model.
exactly. You go up to her, she's like, "Get the fuck out of my face." It's like makes it a little bit more tough for these guys.
Victoria's
Right?
Secret supermodel.
And I'm like, bro, you were born with the best brain ever. Like this is perfect. And same with you. Unlucky for you, but you have a boyfriend now. So
A lot of rich guys. I mean, not rich guys, young guys, and I feel like young guys these days. I feel like appreciate a bit of an older woman.
Yeah.
Not that you're old, but
I'm
like
31,
older than a
yeah.
Macca's worker.
actually, I went on your Instagram before we started the podcast. Okay,
Had a little stalk.
I did have a little stalk. Okay, and I saw one clip.
Yeah.
You were talking about GILF.
Yeah. I want to be a GILF.
You
Yeah.
want to be a GILF
Yeah. I
Tell
think
us
I
about
want
it.
to do sex work
as
for
a
as long
GILF.
as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have breaks here and there, but if I'm old, if I still want to be an escort,
Would you?
I'm old. I'm totally
What classifies somebody as a GILF? Is it like age, or is it like hair color, or like wrinkles? Because like I
don't know when I'm.
don't want to
start
name
looking
names,
old.
but I know one sex worker that's like I think she's like 55. You probably know who I'm. She's
don't
quite
know.
well known.
Okay.
And she's like she doesn't look 55. Like
Yeah.
she does look a lot younger. But like would that mean like is she a GILF because she's like
I don't know,
55?
she
But you
might
wouldn't
not.
think she looks like that.
It depends maybe on her branding. Does she
May-
like?
No,
you
she
could be
brands
like
herself as just
cougar.
like a
I reckon it goes
cougar
and then
esque.
GILF.
Yeah, okay.
You might face a challenge here where you might never look old enough to
Yeah.
be a GILF
Yeah,
while you're
that's so
escorting.
true. You look like a little
Botox.
baby.
Because you look so young. And so
Yeah.
I could just imagine you'll be like,
I'll be like
I'm a GILF, and everyone's looking at you like, no, you're not. What are you talking about?
You're
I
like
already got grey, so I'm gonna go. I'll be grey eventually.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
just grey it out. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All
I'll be
right.
like 60. Yeah.
I don't know this. Is there a market for like GILFs? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Do people?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
In my book, I'm going to mention my book again. It actually gives you a percentage of like how many people are searching for like GILF porn, and it's like it's a fair bit of searches going on.
Yeah, it's a niche.
It's a fetish,
thing.
like with all
Yeah.
other fetishes. MILF
That'd
and
be
GILF
a
is very
cool
big.
book to like be able to market with. So she's got this book. I don't know if you've heard of it. Okay, but it's got in there like a bunch of like fetishes and things that people are like into.
Okay.
So that's good research for like how should I market myself as I move forward?
It talks about all the different
Cool.
fetishes and like how many websites and searches there are for like different things. And so GILF, big market there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What is your we could call it like a marketing strategy, but like how do you display yourself on like escorting sites or social media? Like, is there a type of brand that you kind of fit into or that you want to attract a certain type of guy?
I kind of just take some pretty photos and post them, and I kind of just describe myself as like a girl next door, like a naughty girl next door.
Naughty girl next door.
And
Okay.
even like on my website it says like naughty girlfriend experience, because I'm not just like
okay.
I feel like the girl next door brand is like the best one to work with because that resonates with every guy.
yeah.
Like regardless of demographic, I feel like every guy is always like, oh yeah,
There's- because
girl
it
next
seems
door is always like
achievable and
the housewifey look and the girl next door look. I feel like they usually are the smartest ones. So I wish I had like a trophy wife look. I know a couple girls that have like the typical like wife look, and they do so well, and it's just like they just look like this
Wifey,
cute little
mumsy.
wifey thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll be there one day when I'm like 40 or something. I don't know.
I just don't have a wife look. I just don't look like.
You have a very independent
Yeah,
woman.
I know I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna scream.
Yeah.
Like what do you call me? Like a demonic screaming
Yeah,
lady.
exactly. Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just don't.
Should just full blown market that. Do you have many guys come to you that want to be degraded? I feel like you get no.
Surprisingly,
Degraded.
Yeah, do you get that? I feel like you wouldn't as much.
Not
you
too
usually
much.
have to market
Yeah.
yourself as like a dom to get
Yeah,
those
on
that kind of
OnlyFans.
work.
On OnlyFans, I would say I do more of the degrading stuff, like the small penis humiliation and.
Tell us more.
Oh, this is all new to you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes.
I know. I forget that. Like I know. I forget that. Like
I
some people
mean,
don't
yes,
know
I've
about these.
never had this small penis thing. Yeah,
Never
no,
heard
go
of
on.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of that on OnlyFans, so that you make fun of them having a small dick with their
Okay.
consent. They're totally into it. And I get to get it out of my system, like being a bit mean to people. I like it.
So you had a rough day at work. You just go on there and you're like,
Yeah.
you fucking small. Can you give us an example of
Piece
like
of
something
shit.
you'd say?
I don't know. You'd say something along the lines of like they've got a little pin dick, a little shrimp dick, and even like you just need 2 fingers to like jerk that. thing
You
off.
enjoy this, don't you?
I know. I feel like you had those ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a bit of a
honestly,
script.
honestly, it's fun, right?
It is fun being
Yeah,
mean.
it is,
and
yeah.
it's like consensual, and it's okay to be mean to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in like my personal life, I do like the degrading aspects.
Yeah.
Like I find it.
Well, in the
It's very-
reverse, like you like to.
I
say
like
it.
to degrade the girl, yes. But it's like I find it like empowering and fun, and it's you got to be creative too, right? Like there's
You gotta think
Oh,
of new things to
oh my-
say.
Exactly.
Wait,
right?
what are examples of things that you would say?
It depends on the girl, but
Can you degrade a girl's vagina? Like,
my-
is that like look at
No,
that?
so I've never
okay.
tried that actually.
Okay, so
I've never been there.
that's not a kink that girls have, like how guys have the
I
small
mean,
penis.
I don't know,
humiliation.
maybe. But I don't.
Like big vagina humiliation.
when I do like degrading,
Can you imagine if a guy said anything degrading about my vagina? I would
cry
No,
until
yeah, I
the
would.
roof,
Yeah. I feel like that. Yeah.
yeah, I keep it away from like body image. I'm sure there's girls
Yeah,
that like
okay.
that, but it's usually more like I'm just using you. Like
Yeah,
you're just a
submissive.
piece of shit to me. I'm just gonna use you. Once I've like come inside of you, I
cum
want you to get
slut.
the fuck out of my place. Like I never want to see you
God, makes me
again.
wanna
Like
cry.
yeah, I mean,
It's not for everyone.
not for everyone.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No,
Not for everyone, not for everyone. But
everyone.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
I'm sure the small dick thing isn't for everyone either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I want to try and make them cry. So.
Okay. So is that something you're like known for on OnlyFans, or is that just like a common request that you
It's
happen to
just-
get?
No, it's a pretty common request. I get
It
those
is
too.
common, yeah. I have been told by them, I'm like, why do you want me to do this? Like, I'm not a dominant person. Like, they said something along the lines of like, because I look so normal and just like not a dominatrix. It seems more authentic coming from me.
Maybe you're like the
Because not
gateway to the
acting.
degrading for them, where they're like, I don't want someone like
Just
Kat who's going to
dip-
be really harsh.
dipping my-
Okay, you seem very sweet, and maybe
Yeah.
like it'll get yeah.
Can you be
Okay.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Do you get any like? What's the other, let's say, interesting requests that you actually might like? Are there any others?
I don't know. No, on the spot.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was just trying to bring it back to the peeing, but that's cool.
Oh.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
the peeing stuff is cool, but I don't get to do that on OnlyFans.
Oh, that's
I
right.
have done it in
Yes,
bookings,
yeah.
though. I've definitely peed on people. In
Okay.
bookings.
Do you
Yeah.
enjoy it? Or is it just like, I'll do it for
It's
them?
just funny to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm pissing on someone right now, and I get to tell my friends about this when I get home.
Do you get stage fright? Do you ever like, oh, give
Yeah,
me some
sometimes
time?
it's like it feels so unnatural to pee standing up.
Yeah.
So you have to like concentrate. Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, I don't.
I was going to say, peeing standing
gotta
up's
aim
kind of
it.
my thing.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be good at this.
You rate that. Yeah. Well, your girls are not used to peeing standing up, so
Yeah, I
it's
never
quite
thought of that.
tiring.
Except in the shower. You know?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's water.
That's
around.
Yeah, I think we spoke to someone else that does it in the
Yeah, it
shower,
was
right? When
Ken-
she has guys.
Oh, wait, yeah. So it was
Candace?
Ken.
Yeah.
Well, usually, if you're like in a hotel room, usually you would get them to lay in like the shower.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
imagine,
Yeah.
because you're not going to pee in the bed.
Yeah. Fair call. Yeah.
Clean
No,
up.
but yeah, no. I mean, I have been
Cool.
asked to do peeing, but I can't because I got pee fright like really bad.
Oh, so I need to use the bathroom. There's too much talk of peeing. All right, give me 2 seconds.
That's funny.
Do you ever
The
pee
edit.
on out calls?
Oh my god, that's a good question. So have you ever had an out call where they've asked you to pee, and then where would you pee? Because like, would you
don't
pee in
think
their
I
bed?
have.
I mean,
I would put them in the
I
shower.
don't know.
Okay, I love how you went from before. All right. I would peeing in the bed. Their place. Yeah, of course. Yeah, just
Well, I don't,
fucking
know, I don't
just
give
straight.
a
Yeah.
fuck if I pee in a stranger's
Yeah.
bed, but I'm not going to pee in the bed that I'm sleeping.
That's
in.
true. Have you
If
guys
I'm
ever
peeing
used
and
the
I'm leaving,
you guys ever used those sheets that are like
The-
waterproof?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I use them for squirting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they any
do
good?
they work?
Yeah, they work.
Because
Oh.
I've been so many people have sent me this and they're like, you should get it, you should get it, and I just never have. But
Yeah.
what I was worried
you
is
make
I didn't
girls
want to
squirt
feel like I
much?
was like sitting on plastic. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
you can't feel it at all. Yeah,
Okay.
the fitted sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
you
good to
can't
go.
feel it.
All
You're
right.
making girls squirt a lot.
Well, me and Alex, my business partner.
Is that a thing that regular girls do?
Yeah. Anyone.
I've done
But
it accidentally. The first time I did it was accidental.
there you
I wish
go.
I had a waterproof sheet then.
Yeah, because I remember we lived in Vegas for a while. It was probably like 3 months we were there. And we were going through so much fucking like washing. We'd keep washing. And then we just made it. We're like, listen, girls, if they're coming into this place, no more squirting, okay? Like this, it was literally taking up our day.
Ben squirting.
100%, because the washing machine was just never free, because either his sheets were in and my sheets were, it just like, okay, no more, done. And so we went on a squirting ban. No
Do you
girls
have
were
to
allowed.
ask the girls? Like,
Well,
can
usually
you
we're like
squirt?
making those. Like if
Well,
it
I'm
happens
glad to know
accidentally.
you guys were washing
Oh.
the sheets, because I feel like a lot of guys have probably never washed
Oh,
sheets
that is
in
so
their
gross.
life.
When it comes to sheet cleanliness, I'm a bit fucking like when it comes to like a
Good.
messy room, I'll have like a messy room where like I might have like a shirt on the floor or something. But when it comes to like clean, like the shit, I get so fuck. I need it to be clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good.
Get like OCD about that shit.
Yeah, thank God. Pretty much all of the out calls I've done have been like pretty. I don't do out calls like anywhere that I think would be not
Yeah, that's
not a
fine.
good place to go to. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like everywhere I've been has been pretty good, thank God, because I feel like some guys get a bit messy. Like I know, like back in my
Yes.
personal life, especially when I was younger, and I was just like, sleeping with like random dudes from parties and things like that. Some of the houses that I used to go to,
Gross.
especially back when I was younger, people did like were in uni and things like that. Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen some of my mates' places, and I'm like, how could you ever bring a girl here?
Okay, so I was having sex with one of Mark's friends, and I remember he invited me over to have sex, and I went, and he had
I already know who you're
used
talking about,
condoms on
yes.
the floor from like someone else he had fucked like earlier that day or fucking whatever. And I was like, seriously?
Gross.
Like he couldn't even put the used condoms like in the bin or even hide them a little bit. They were just
Yeah.
there, used. Like not
That's
just
gross.
condom wrappers, no, like used condoms
Oh,
just
Gross.
there.
Yep.
I had to like
That was one
literally
of the friends I
try
was
to
talking to.
tiptoe
Oh my
over.
God.
Yeah, all these used condoms.
Yeah, I don't know how you girls do it. Like, I'm still traumatized by that dog shitting on the floor, but I'm sure you've probably seen worse.
And that's not even that bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn.
that would stink though.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It really ruined the moment.
Yeah.
I already wasn't feeling it that much, and this dog was fucking annoying me, and that happened. I was like, I'm done.
Last straw.
Yeah, last straw. Yeah.
Not worth it.
Nah, but cats are fine. Yeah. Cats are okay. Just a little bit of allergy. Exactly, yeah. They'll survive.
So I had a client say like a random thing to me the other day, and I asked him, and he was asking me, he came over and he was asking me like a few things, and I kind of got the vibe that he was like a bit new-ish, and I was like, oh, like is this your first time? And he's like, oh no, not first time, but no, not a regular of like seeing girls, and I was like, oh okay, and he's like, don't want to overdo it. And I was like,
What?
what does that mean? He's like, you know, you don't want to overdo the sex. And I go,
Doesn't want to overdo it? What does that even mean? What is
he doesn't have too much sex.
Weird.
What? What does he mean?
Weirdo.
Well, that's I don't know what I mean. I mean, because I left it at that because I was like, okay, I don't want to like push this any further in case he thinks that I'm judging him. But I have never thought that it was a thing that you could even have too much sex.
What is this guy smoking? Hang on, was this like you had sex for a little bit, then he said it, or
No,
was
this
it
is
like
like
a
at the
pre
start.
I guess.
And he was
Oh,
saying
do you
that
know
he
what?
wasn't a regular of seeing escorts because he doesn't want to. Maybe he meant overdo the seeing escorts, but he said he doesn't want to
maybe.
overdo the sex.
Unless he just
He
comes
spoke
early and he's like,
English,
he's set it up early. He's like, listen, I'm a type of man that doesn't want to have too much sex, and then when you come really early, you're like, yeah, I'm kind of
Maybe.
Yeah, I planned this earlier, right? Like I already told you, I don't
maybe.
want too much sex, right? Maybe that was it.
Yeah, he did have a bit of ED, so I think that is maybe what it was.
Mm.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought to myself,
Too
I don't want to have to.
No, but I have had.
We are speaking about three people that probably have way more sex
Well,
than
no,
a
so
regular person.
I've had some.
People at home are like, no, this is normal. This guy's speaking the truth. And we're like, we don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I've definitely had sessions that have gone for like very long periods of time, but where I'm like, I actually just have to stop
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
now because I actually can't physically have any more
Yeah.
sex. But usually that's where it's like 3 or so hours where you've just been fucking for like a fairly long time.
So what do you do? Have you guys had bookings where guys go a really long time and it's too long and you just kind of like, we need to like stop?
Like, because they can't come.
Yeah, so like either
I've
they
had
can't
times,
come
yeah,
or,
where I'm like, wait, let's just take a bit of a break
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
for a minute.
I think like
do you
chicks
say?
can get like too overstimulated or something.
Yeah,
and they just
100%,
like
yeah.
get to it, they just plateau. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, let's just have a breather.
Yeah.
Like, I think guys feel like they're right on the edge and they're gonna come, but they're not. It's
Yeah.
just they plateau.
Well, I find that sometimes guys, if they stop themselves from coming, sometimes they lose it and they
yeah,
just can't do it.
100%.
I think
Yeah.
you're right about the plateau, right? And it's sometimes better just start off slow and like work your way up. But also I think some guys probably have in their head that it's good to like fuck for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like they've got this idea from porn
Oh
of
my God.
like I can
Tell
fuck
me
all
about
night
it.
long. And it's like, that might get dry and painful after some time.
No,
like,
it does.
yeah.
Oh my God. I have a new pet peeve. Oh my God. I'm telling every guy out there that's just listening to this. I hate it. The one thing
And you're
I hate
wondering where
the
you get the
most-
aggressive vibe from. Go for it.
Guys that will just start like touching my like bare dry vagina with like
Oh my
no
God.
lube, no nothing, not even a bit of
Ow.
spit. Like I mean, I know some girls get a bit funny with spit. Like I would much rather spit than like you just
Dry.
like rubbing my vagina dry. It feels like fucking sandpaper.
It's so
And they just will
uncomfortable.
like they're like scraping it basically. And I'm
Ugh.
just like, can't you
Hell.
feel that it's dry?
They don't know. Yeah, they have no idea that it's actually.
They must have touched
uncomfortable.
many vaginas.
So what do you
Maybe.
do? Do you just have some lube ready for him? Or do you tell
Yeah,
him to
like-
like
I will like grab their hand and like move it away and
Okay.
then
Yeah,
like
I'll-
get lube or
I'll
like
tell them,
if I'm
don't put that on dry. Don't put
Oh,
that in
well,
dry.
sometimes I try to
Alright.
be a bit sexy and I might grab their hand, put it in my mouth.
okay, that's good. That's
okay.
good. I like it. Yeah,
Like pro tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I like
and
it.
be like, yeah, but like, like rubbing dry. It's like I love how guys just think that we're just dripping
Yeah.
wet. Like we just walk around and our vaginas are just dripping.
Just a
But
tap.
maybe sometimes of the month when we're really discharging.
Yeah, but it's not wetness. It's just it's period. I know it's blood. It's the wrong kind of wet.
Wow, this girl's so wet. Why is it red? okay, yeah.
Yeah, she wants me so
Yeah,
bad.
she wants me so bad. Oh my,
Her
bro,
cream
she
turned
was so
red.
wet.
Yeah, oh my God. No, but oh my God.
Are you into
so-
period sex or not? I don't know if we spoke about this.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Every girl is into period sex. You
Yeah,
get
I did that
hornier
the
on your
other day.
period.
Yeah.
And it's added lubrication, which I like because it's if you go to touch it, it's extra lubey down there.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm finding that it must just be something like where guys mature with age. Obviously, guys were not really into period sex as much. I feel like when I was younger. I mean, boyfriends and stuff
We're
were.
subconscious back then, I feel like.
Oh no, I still had period sex, but it was only with
Oh.
boyfriends.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
like, if I was
Yeah,
been
yeah,
dating a
just with
guy for a bit, like
boyfriends.
you have to like my period. The fuck, you're dating me.
Yeah.
Get used to it, buddy.
We're gonna get married. Well, at the time you think you're gonna get married, you're gonna be seeing a lot of my period. Like,
That's so funny.
but yeah, and I didn't have a period for ages because of my contraception. It just stopped it for like a long time.
Is that okay? I understand usually when you take contraception, you're meant to have like an off period and then you get your period. some girls just like take it all the time. Is that healthy or normal to do
so
so?
my contraception is not an oral one. It's in my arm.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
had that
so-
one
okay.
for
Yeah,
9 years.
and so it's from what I was told, it's like 30% chance your period stays normal, 30% chance it gets worse, 30% chance it just stops altogether.
Yeah,
You just
mine
roll the
stopped
dice
No,
and-
I've had
Yours
two.
stopped?
I've had two
Okay.
happen. So I didn't have a period for like almost a decade, I think, on this.
Jesus.
And then one of the times I had it changed. I don't know, maybe the rod formula or something changed in it. That's
think
what
you
my
can get different
or
kinds.
like maybe I just as I got older, my periods changed because then it got worse, and then I had to get on medication to actually like stop my period. So I was on the rod and then had to get on
Jesus.
extra medication to stop my
Cocktails.
period.
Jesus.
Wow.
Because it was like too frequent. So yeah, there's actually medication that'll just dry your period straight
Wow.
up.
Damn.
I'm thinking about going on birth control just so I have that extra week to work and just.
Yeah.
Because if I plan everything around my period
Yeah.
work-wise, and it
Okay.
comes later.
You don't use
early.
sponges?
You fucked.
Yeah, but I just like.
You
I
don't like the
to-
sponges?
Yeah, I don't mind them. I use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They are so weird from a guy's perspective. I'm so sorry.
Well, you've got a big dick, so you can probably feel them.
I can. It feels weird. Yeah, it feels.
Spongy.
And then trying to get them out. Jesus, I've had to
don't
like
watch that.
help.
Oh, yeah,
No,
that-
I've had to help. Are you kidding me? Oh my
yeah, they're
god.
slippery suckers.
Oh, anyway, sorry. Not a fan
I'm
of
an
sponges.
expert
but-
at retrieving them now, but
Yes.
at first, I never used them for ages because I got so scared. And then one day I was on a tour and I had a really, really big booking and I just got my period just
my
randomly because like this was when my
God.
period was like really like
Irregular.
irregular and it was like heavy and it was so heavy and I was like, there's no way that I can just do this.
Have you
without
ever had a
using
booking where you
sponges.
just that's happening? You just told the guy like, "Hey, I'm on my period. Are you cool with
I've
that?"
had my period happen during a booking.
Oh my
Oh, what,
Oh,
and what did the
I've
guy
mid-sex.
say?
But how do you know it was period and wasn't just rough sex?
Because he told me there's blood.
Yeah, but that could just be from the sex.
It was definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, "It wasn't
It was-
rough."
okay.
Period.
And yeah, how did he react? How did you react?
I was just like, I think I just ended the booking
Okay.
kind of thing, and yeah, he was just understanding about it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And I've
Oh,
had,
you didn't keep going?
no, I was just.
Oh,
like, I
you
don't
were
know what to
self-conscious.
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've had
I don't think I used sponges.
I've had
back
a
then.
long booking where like so sometimes my period gets really heavy and like one sponge doesn't
Yeah, you
last
can use
very
two.
long. Oh, okay, noted for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had it with like one sponge just, there was just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And like so it's and like we've been doing the booking and like there's been a little bit of blood, but I just play it off as like, "Oh, sorry, I'm like really tight sometimes."
That's good. Sorry, you just
And then
ruined me. I'm
I
so
know,
sorry.
like I know, sorry, like sometimes when they're really big.
That's
like
hilarious.
it makes me bleed.
That's smart. Good. That's genius.
And then the guy's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he walks out of there
Yeah.
strutting. He's telling
Yeah.
all his friends.
I ripped this girl's vagina up
Yeah,
so bad that
exactly. That's gold. Because in your like private lives, right? I would imagine like if you had a date with a guy, would you change that date or no?
Yeah,
You would.
I think so.
What if
Okay.
you had your period?
And because I want to have sex with them. Yeah.
Oh, but,
Okay,
but
coming
why
from the
can't
guy's
you,
point of
why
view,
can't you have
like
sex
I
on
don't
your
give a
period?
Oh,
fuck.
you mean,
I'm
like-
just wondering like how many guys care and how many guys don't, or if you've
If
you
I
experienced that.
wanted to bang the guy,
Yeah.
no, like I would know that I want to bang the guy, or like
Yeah.
I was
And you
gonna
can't
try to
bang him
make
with
that
a sponge
happen.
in?
I just don't like the idea of like blood can still come out.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you
Yeah.
no.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
okay.
I can just change the date of the booking.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You can change
Okay.
the date of a
No,
booking.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
not the booking. You say the date.
know what you
Oh,
mean.
of a
yeah.
date in
Change the
private.
date
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Date, yeah,
date.
yeah,
Change the
okay.
date of the date.
Oh no, I feel like
But
no.
bookings-
See,
bookings I'll just use a
we've spoken
sponge.
about this briefly. So like when guys are into my period, it's a bit of a turn on for me.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
I had this guy that I was
You're
seeing.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. I
I'm
don't
into
mind
guys that
period,
eat their
yeah.
own cum out of me or like that eat their period. Guys that are into like a bit filthy things. So, so I was seeing this guy for a bit and I had my period, right? And we were still gonna fuck, like so that wasn't stopping me from fucking. But he went to go down on me and I was like, oh no, like I got my period. Like I was happy to fuck, but I was like, I'm not gonna make him
Yeah.
fucking eat my period. And he just looked at me and was
Oh,
like,
that's
I
right,
don't
spoken of
care.
this. Yeah.
And he just ate my period out
kinda
of
hot,
me.
no?
And then he came in me and then ate his cum and my period out
Next
of me.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Levels.
Wow.
Oh, it was the hottest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, to this day.
Skill difference.
Yeah, I now have
Okay.
a new kink unlocked. Guys eating my period out of me.
Yeah.
I'm into
Damn.
it. Yeah,
Oh my god.
because
Next
it's like I'm
level.
that. It's like I guess it's kind of a bit like, peeing. It's like I'm so hot that you'll like eat my period
Yeah.
out of me.
They just worship you.
And that exactly. That's
Yeah.
like how it is in my mind. Yeah.
Happy days. All right, we're almost at an hour. Is there anything you wanted to talk about? Anything you want to bring up?
I don't know. It's been a good chat.
Yeah, it has been.
I feel like
Tell
some
us-
homework for you is to get a guy to eat your period out of you.
Well, my boyfriend and I just did like a cream pie period
Did he eat it though?
No.
Oh, see, there you go. Got
Oh,
to
hang on.
hit the next
Question.
step.
Of it, though.
Is he on your OnlyFans then?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Have you spoken
Oh.
about
He's
it?
shy, but I want to get him on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
as like stunt
I
cock?
think he's got quite a big.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, he's
My man.
He's like he's a bit short too.
Yeah.
And
He's just packing.
I was not expecting that when I.
Okay.
when I-
There you go.
Oh.
you know. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. I was quite
And but
surprised,
his,
quite happy.
I mean, obviously he's like never been a part of this before. So when you asked him, was he just like, I just don't want to, I'm a bit shy and don't want to be out there type thing?
No, he was like, he's just shy, I think, maybe about getting on camera for the first time, but he's keen to like do reels and TikToks with me.
Oh,
and
okay,
he wants
fuck
to get
yeah.
out there. He's like, I don't care about showing my face.
Well, every
Oh,
guy
good on him.
Yeah.
dreams of
He's
being a
cool.
porn star.
Yeah.
Let's not say that that's not something every guy has dreamt of.
He's
When
just
you
been
were
part of my
little, did you ever
life.
watch porn and go, if that was me?
Never. I'm so
What?
sorry.
You were such a nerd. You never
I
watched
was.
porn until you were like 30.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
You're an
yeah.
outlier.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're too nerdy to like answer.
I was probably like
Every
as a-
guy would dream of that.
Yeah.
It's true.
I was probably dreaming of like collecting all 150 Pokemon or something.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think you're right. He was like he was a late bloomer. It was like
Yeah.
30 plus for him.
Yeah. Not 30, but settle down. But yeah, at that age.
Guys,
when I was-
Mark was 30 when he lost his virginity.
yeah, 33.
Actually,
yeah.
how old were you?
When I lost my virginity? It
was late, wasn't it?
17.
Oh, that's actually early. Weren't you like
Well, we thought it was late because you were like 12. But it was like
14.
17. It was actually probably just before I was 18. So I
Yeah,
feel like that's
okay.
late-ish. How
No,
old were
that
you?
sounds early for you
Just
though.
almost
Yeah.
16.
Okay, there,
Yeah, so
15 then.
normal
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I was 3 months off.
I thought it would have
16,
been
I
much
wanna say
later
that.
for you
Nah.
because you were a
I
nerd.
was nerdy, yeah. I was nerdy. I was with my girlfriend at the time for ages before we had sex.
Oh, okay, there
Like,
you go, nerd.
We were
Nerd.
together
You guys
for
are
at least like 6 months. Yeah. And now that I look back, this girl like desperately wanted to have sex with me and I was so naive. I was like, no, we can wait. It's fine. Like, no problem. And she's like, well, how about next week? And I'm like, we can wait. And
She
Jesus
virgin as
Christ.
well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yep. Sweet. Love story. Then it ended a year later. But yeah. What tours you got coming up?
I'm going to Canberra on Monday. I
Yep.
don't know when you're going to release this.
Oh yeah, so let's not do tours. But do you have anything?
Where,
Where
what
can
tours do you
people
have coming
find?
up in 4 months?
No, how about where can people find you to stay up to date with your tours whenever this
exactly.
comes out?
Yeah.
Probably Instagram's probably the best. I
Perfect.
post a lot about my tours there.
All right,
What's
cool.
your Instagram?
Little Evie Jones. All
All right, we'll put
Yeah,
the,
we'll put a little link there.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having me.
it's
This
been
is
fun.
cool.
Yeah, happy days.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Sounds
I want to
fun.
make sure you let me know how this period thing goes with Boyfie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, thank you
I
so
don't know if
much.
he's game enough to lick it up.
Yeah, that's a bit too far, but maybe.
Is it
he
too
played
far?
with it. He played with it. Like fingered
Oh, there you
the
go.
video.
Oh, you know what? That's
that's-
baby
Yeah.
steps.
Yep.
Baby steps. Yeah.
That's fair.